Let me film you saying hi to Grandma.
Call the cops.
I know. Grandma said she'll call.
They're Canadian geese,
Canadian geese?
and I wish they'd go to Canada
Why is that?
because you might just as well have a mule in the yard.
Do they bother the yard, or what do they do?
They're just filthy. They're just nasty, filthy.
Do they poop?
I don't know what to do to get rid of them. I even considered having somebody come shoot them, and I couldn't do that. So,
You should just name them. You should give them pet names and.
well,
I think he thinks there's fish in
sometimes
there.
this summer a human being might want to get in the pool. I can't imagine that there's enough chemicals to clean the pool even now, but it's terrible. And they've taken up residence, and they've adopted a couple of others. And I don't know.
Is the mama duck gonna lay eggs again?
I don't think so. Or else she's doing it right now because I don't see her out there.
I just have to film a lot.
But it really is very, very upsetting.
They look so
It-
peaceful.
It's too warm here. Canadian geese don't migrate anymore. They just find a nice spot like Betty's backyard. Oh, man.
Hotel Betty.
They really are. They're pretty, but they are such a nuisance. Don't you need a jacket or something?
Nah.
You're giving me the willies, boy. Sure. Somebody else went over. Did you get that?
Colin enjoys this.
We're going to the Betty Smith School of Dance.
That's named after you?
Yeah, because that's what I named
Well,
it.
she's not named after it, so.
Right.
Actually, when I first opened it, I called it the Wedgwood School of Dance because,
The Wedgwood Theater.
because I was so tied in with the Wedgwood Dinner Theater at that time. But after the fire, when we had to rebuild the inside, I went with the Betty Smith, which of course then was not my name anymore. But that's the name everybody knew around here. So, the studio was a Wellworth Cleaners building, and I went to the hairdresser close by.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a for sale sign on the building, and it looked from the outside like a good space.
And then Granddaddy built the additions
Make a right turn.
up here. Okay. And you say, did Granddaddy build the additions onto the studio when he did that?
The additions on it. He didn't do that the first year. Well, anyhow, I came home and said, how would you like to buy me a dance studio? And he said, where is it? And I told him, and he brought me the contract to sign the next day. Either it was very close to the middle of the year around Christmas or so forth. We get a phone call in the middle of the night from the fire department. Our property is on fire. So we get in the car and come over here.
Did you see the fire?
It wasn't burning, it was just smoking, but I was just devastated because it was just, and it was arson. I mean, somebody broke, it wasn't an accident, somebody
Did
broke
they ever
in.
figure it out?
They did, but I think I did.
Really?
I've always thought I knew who it was.
Say it.
Well, I had a teacher that I was very fond of.
I thought you were going to say that.
And she had a teenage boy that she just, she was divorced and there was no father, and she was having a lot of problems with that boy.
Mm-hmm.
And the way the building was entered, it pretty well had to be somebody
Who knew the property? Yeah.
And that wasn't too many people. So,
Do you think that it was the mom or the son?
Oh, not the mom. I think it was the boy.
Gotcha.
I don't know that for sure. That is just what I always felt about. There it is.
Whee!
No, well, you could have gone there. That's
Sorry. Don't want to run into anybody. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry. Can I just park right there?
Park right. I can't even park right in front of the door. There's no reason I can't park right. This is Betty Smith. For goodness sake.
They don't even know.
There's my name up there. It says I can come in the front door.
Look at the little one. Grandma was always like, little girls can't dance.
No, they're too young to pick dance.
right here.
This was the first studio.
This was the original studio?
I did have one exciting thing happen. The, what's the name of the Irish dancers?
Riverdance.
River Dance. River Dance was scheduled into the Coliseum, and I had a call from somebody in authority at, I guess, the Coliseum. Said, the company is here, they need a rehearsal place. Would you let them come in your studio and rehearse? I said, you bet I will. So I have pictures somewhere of that. They were a lot of fun. But River Dance is a pretty big deal.
Was there ever a class that you enjoyed teaching the most?
Oh, I enjoyed teaching all the classes I had. If I didn't enjoy them, I wouldn't do them. I really, really, really liked the adult classes.
Why is that? Why the adult classes over, say, another class?
Well, because technically it didn't have to be so perfect. They were there to have fun. And, you know, I taught classes and I taught them technique and I taught, but we could have a laugh once in a while. And with a class full of youngsters, if you laugh once, your class is gone. You've lost them.
Do you ever feel like a part of you is still here? I mean, your
Yes,
name's on it.
Yes, yes. I feel like I wish I could still do it. Yeah, I really do. I came up to them.
Yeah.
I just walked out. I had my last recital. My husband had cancer, wasn't going to live. I wanted to be home. So Sherry was already teaching for me, so we finished that recital. And I said, give her the keys.
Because your husband was sick?
Well, I wanted to be home. I knew he didn't have much longer to go. And I didn't want to be running out to come dancing every day. So that was, I will say, I've never said this very much, but I do from time to time wish that after Ray died, I had gotten back involved a little bit. But by that time, I had a grandchild. So I just played grandma right then. Well, mostly because it's been a part of my life, my whole entire life. I can't remember any time when I didn't do something or was involved in something at Fort Monroe or just going to Fort Monroe.
Even now, I mean, like even as an adult, when you took Lee and I to the concerts, we watched the fireworks.
See, the concerts were such a wonderful thing that I found out, I didn't know it at the time, but I found out shortly before the closing that I probably attended the first concerts that were ever held down here. Nobody had cars. We walked across the bridge, and when we got across the bridge, we were technically on the post. And we just kept walking until we got to where the concerts were and whatever else we wanted to do. It seems so strange not to have anybody in the guardhouse anymore.
I know.
You don't have to stop at the guardhouse.
You used to have to stop and they'd check you, check your car.
Hello.
Hi, Grandma.
Look at that water.
Grandma loves the water.
Got water on the face of the earth. Where's Helen?
I'm right here.
I'm taking a picture of.
Helen, when I was a kid and came down here, this was beach.
This is beach, so
Yeah,
sand?
Elizabeth hurt her foot that one time.
What happened to the beach?
The water just absorbed it. Because the water rose. It's been so much a part of my life. In, many ways. It's hard to say a high point. And just before sunset, because this is just my little thing, there is time when, and I'm not sure you can see it anywhere unless it's over the water, that I call the blue time. Very briefly, for maybe 5 minutes. Everything, water, sky, is all the same color. And it's a blue, very much like the blue water and blue right there. And I'm always saying to somebody, look, it's the blue dot. And I say, yeah, right. It was home, you know, and I had a lot of close friends when I was growing up, and they're all gone, and that's hard to think about. I would hate it if they went any further away. I really would. I mean, I miss the kids really, really, really. I can't tell you how much. Because when Ray died, Katie was a year and a half. So, and Laurie was working, so she didn't have to have a babysitter to take care of her. So, you know, I started out with Katie, and then 3 years later, Lee came along, and it was a stretch before it was 5. But in that period of time, they were my life. They really were, which was a mistake. But didn't seem like there was anything wrong with it at the time. And I still don't regret it in any way at all. It just made me miss it more that it's that time was over. It's really, really, really hard to believe. I mean, it's like she told me, you know, well, she's not really going to go there. She's going to stay here. No, I think about that a lot. The thing even more incredible to me that Katie is graduating is that Lee is finishing high school. That's just, I don't know what do you want to know? I don't know what type of shoe I wear.
Oh, I said, are you happy to be dancing again?
To be what?
Dancing.
Dancing.
Oh, that's not dancing, that's just walking in time. But that's okay. I don't care. It's people.